All right, ladies and gentlemen, day 3 is upon us, which has leg day on the agenda. So this is what separates the men from the boys in the gym. So I won't categorize myself. I'll leave that up to the internet to tell me based off of this which category I fall into. I have a sneaking suspicion I know, but we'll see. So started off with some sled drags here. It was just two 45-pound plates going for 3 minutes, just back and forth. Gym doesn't have a whole lot of turf area, so it's kind of awkward here to turn back and forth, as you see. Sometimes I hook the straps around my waist with the little band and pull it that way. So did this instead of the dead mill today. Then we moved on to slant board holds. I decided just to make the jump to the barbell from the little weighted stick things, whatever those were called, I've never known, but we just decided to hop in here. So just really trying to hold for, I think this was 2 minutes, and just warm up the knees. So I did a much longer warm up today, especially with the legs, and mostly because of my knee problems, all that stuff. So, but pretty standard stuff, just the outer thigh machine to get ready for squats. Super high reps here. We went for like 25 reps. And then this was probably about just 90 pounds on there. Sometimes if I'm feeling good, I'll do 110. If I'm doing my working sets, I'll bump it up to 120, 130. Then we went to some bent over dumbbell deadlifts, whatever you want to call them, RDLs. I kept my toes elevated. If you notice here, that kind of helps with my calf stretch a little bit. So just flat back, butt back, all that kind of stuff. Now we're on to the squats, the main movement of the day. Should have done pause squats here. Not sure why I didn't today, looking back at my notes, but I think my goal was just to do some squats, see how everything was, set a number to start basing everything off of since we had maxed before this. So we're going to do our basic jumps, bar, then we're going to 95. Looks like sets of 3 here. We're going to go to a top single. So 135. Oh, nope. I was feeling good. 135 plus 5. So we went 145. Pretty good. Moved up to 185 here. And then doubled it, which was pretty good. So then we moved up to a top single of 225 here. Actually took notes on this session here. Wanted to fill it out and then go from there if I wanted to decide to move up or not. But as you'll see, I only did a single here, but then decided instead of moving up, I would try and come back and double this weight. I don't do a lot of doubles or anything like that, so I just wanted to get comfortable under the weight, feeling the weight for multiple reps. Probably something that set me back, not doing a whole lot of reps with squats. I do a lot of low volume, as I said, so wanted to get comfortable, so we went for a smooth double. All in all, depth looked good, all that kind of stuff. Just wish I'd actually done some pause squats now, but we'll adjust that in the program. Moved on to barbell Romanian deadlifts here. Just really wanted to focus on the calf stretches. We did ascending sets here, usually about 8 to 12. We worked our way up to 135 after starting with 95. We did 3 sets. Then I moved over to some, I call them Bulgarian split squats here, which is a 25-pound plate. The more interesting piece to this, if you notice, my form is incredibly different from my left leg to my right leg. There's a huge imbalance here that this exercise really shows me. So I think I'm going to have to start working on this to try and get it a little bit more in balance. I'm having to stretch a little bit more to hit depth. Then we just went to basic hypertrophy work. We did super high reps on quads here. Well, high reps for me, 15 to 20 reps. I stay away from this machine. Like I said, I do think it hurts my knees a little bit, so just trying to get some blood pumping into the quads. Plus, I lunge every day, so I think my quads get enough work that way. And then finished off with some lying hamstring curls. Just focusing on the stretch, super high reps as well, because I was honestly saving my energy for the lunges since it was only 3 days into that streak too. So we finished off with some hip machines. Again, everything was high reps, just getting blood flowing, about 3 sets here. supersetted with the inner quad here, and then we go over to the outer quad, finish up just to make sure we hit everything. So I don't try and neglect the inner quad. I just think the outer the outer thigh machine does a little bit better for my knees. So then we finish off with some light calves. I hardly train calves. I'm team no calves if you follow Omar. So I'm proud to rep that. Then we went back to the garage, pardon me there, with the burp, and then we finished off with some ab wheels. I was actually really sore from this on my notes, so I couldn't stretch as far from, because I've done these 3 days in a row now. And then this is where we really focused, 100 meters of lunges, and you can already see based off of this one, I'm super wobbly, legs are taxed, but we got it in 100 meters. And then we'll just keep going. Almost fell over there. No telling how many times I about fell over after leg day today with these, but got it in. Then finished off with the reading and journaling, like we talked about, complementing the gym with some more mental and emotional stuff, doing the daily stoic and all that kind of stuff. Lucy Pup makes an appearance, and day 3 is in the books.